Hi guys, welcome back to another cooking video. Today we are going to be making this delicious okra soup. If you are interested, take a hot cup of tea, sit down and let's get started. So guys, for this okra soup, I will be using some beef meat. I've cleaned up my beef meat and cut it to the size that I want. And you can feel free to use any protein of your choice. I will be using some shaki and I have some cow foot, but this cow foot is already deboned. I'll be using some stockfish, some smoked mackerel fish, dry fish and crayfish. You need some palm oil, some scotch bonnet, onions, seasoning cubes, locust beans, salt and shrimp powder. This homemade shrimp powder, I make it myself, is really delicious in your soup. If you want, I can leave the link on the screen. You can go and check it out and see how I made it. Here is the okra that I'm going to be using. Now I'm going to be chopping my okra into chunks. I like filling those chunks of okra in my soup. You can do your own any which way you want. You can grate it, you can blend it. But one thing I don't like in okra is when you blend it. I don't like blending my okra when I'm making my okra soup. But all depends on choice. If you like it, just do it like that. So now I'm going to be cooking the meat. I'm going to cook all this meat together. But know one thing, this meat, they don't have the same cooking time. But I will show you next what I'm going to do. Continue watching. I'm going to be adding the stockfish. I will add the pepper and the onions that I blend together. Seasoning cubes, salt, and I'm going to make sure that I stir everything together. You want everything to mix together. I will cover it without adding any water. I'm going to cook it for about 7 minutes. I'm going to be adding some water. If you have been following me on my channel, this is how I always like to cook my meat. Actually, it just adds more taste to the meat. That is why I like cooking my meat for some minutes before I add water. I'm just going to stir everything together. Then I'll cover it. I will allow it to cook for another 7 minutes. So now I'm going to be taking out the beef for just one reason. I don't want my beef meat to be too soft, and the stockfish, I don't want them to break up inside my soup. So I'm going to add them back later into the pot. I'm just going to cover it. I will allow the other meat to cook because this one is still hard. I want to cook them for more minutes. So now I'm going to be adding the crayfish, palm oil, locust beans, dry fish. I'm just going to stir everything together. Then I'm going to add the beef meat back to the pot. Now I'm just going to cover the pot. I will allow all the meat to cook together for just 4 minutes. So I'll be taking some of the liquid out of the pot because I don't want my okra soup to be too light. And then I will be adding the okra bit by bit until I got my desired consistency. I'll add the liquid back inside the pot. I'll add the stockfish. So I'll be adding the smoked mackerel fish. I'm going to be adding the shrimp powder. This shrimp powder is homemade. I made it myself. It's very delicious in your soup, and you can also use it to cook for your little ones. It's so nice, guys. So the link will pop out on the screen. You can click it and go and watch it and see how I made it. It's really nice. Just try it and see. I'll give it a nice stir. Then I'll allow the soup to cook. I'm just going to test it if there is salt. Then I'll add more salt. And I'll leave it to cook for about 3 minutes because it's okra. You don't want to overcook your okra. If not, your okra will be so soggy. I like that crunchiness of my okra, so I'm just going to cook it for 3 minutes. So guys, our okra soup is ready. If you have watched to this minute, thank you so much. I really appreciate. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Set the notification bell to all so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And please share this video to your friends and share it to your family. And I'm going to see you with another delicious recipe. I love you all, guys. Bye bye. Ciao.